Hello! We're back here. So last time we were rushing to get the HM for Surf. This time we're going to fully explore. No, I knew I was going the right way. But we're going to fully explore Safari Zone. But we have a quick little thing to do. So if you remember last time, we picked up the golden teeth. Shit. So, I probably should have showed what he talks like without his teeth. And we get HM04, which is going to complete our Krabby, so we're going to go pick him up. We're going to organize our items a little bit. I know it's kind of boring, but it has to be done, and it's finally get that Krabby some use, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's going to be going on. And I don't think we'll finish up the Safari Zone. There's a lot of items to talk about, a lot of Pokemon, and also I will be trying to catch a Pokemon in there, which is kind of obvious which one at this point. Let's see. That's Fly. And I have Surf on me, so Bill's PC. We're gonna have to deposit one for right now. I won't be using Fly for right now. There's the Krabby. There's also the Snorlax and Mali, the Eevee, and all those valuable things that people think are good. Which they would be right in Snorlax's case. But we have Cut here. Learn Cut. And this is going to be my main HM slave, because it learns a valuable amount of HM, so I don't have to put him on anything. And he is actually fully done. It's not like later gens when I can fill up a whole, I don't know, Pokemon with HMs. I don't think I think there's a couple. No, never mind. I was thinking of Charizard, but I don't think he can learn 4. We're going to deposit all this because we have a super amount of items to go grab. We have a couple Pokemon to talk about, of course. And I'm trying to save it, that was my bad. We're going to get rid of the Super Rod because we will not be using it anymore. We're just going to put all these in. Doesn't really matter that they're useless to me, but you know. When we have like 9 Great Balls, I'll be keeping those, of course. And then I'm gonna throw in the Revive because of reasons. So I'm gonna talk about the last 3 Pokemon. They're all the same type, and one of them is our 16 member, which you can kind of figure out based on my actions throughout the adventure what it is, but in case you're not following along or you're just out there, well, I'll kind of ignore it. So let's explore the Safari Zone. I'll try and get most of it done today, so it won't be bothersome tomorrow, so to say. Sorry about that. But just press the start button to check the remaining time, which it's not time, it's steps. But so I guess I'll. Oh yeah, I can't use it. I forgot. So if we can catch the Pokemon I'm looking for, well, any 3 of them really that we have left. Is there no items? I don't remember if there is. But we're gonna explore, and I'll probably come back there a couple times. Damn. But let's first talk about the one we've seen, which there are 2 of them actually. We saw Chansey in here. Chansey is a threat no matter what generation you're talking about, whether it's on stall teams, on freaking power teams like it is in this one. It has a ridiculous special stat, which means special attack and special defense, so it hits hard like it tanks hard. It's a little ridiculous. Ridiculous HP stat. only topped by its evolved form in Gold Silver Crystal, which it didn't need. And it proves later on. There's a Doduo, which you can catch here, by the way. And I also checked a long time ago and forgot to mention you can catch it on Cyclone Road. Oh, item. But Chansey's all around. It learns Ice Beam, it learns Fire Blast, learns Thunderbolt. It gets Soft Boiled, which, since we have Surf, we have a couple things to go explore, which I'll get in Soft Boiled later. But it's a very good Pokemon. I believe the only thing that stops it from making it a true, like, permanent edition, even though it's very close to being a permanent edition on competitive teams, is the fact that Alakazam Psychic can get special drops. If that didn't exist, like, it's still on a lot of teams anyway, but if it comes in on Psychic, gets a special drop, it's not staying in there. And there's actually no items up there. I want to point this out. I remember from previous playthroughs and other shenanigans. There's a Venomoth, which I didn't talk about a lot. I might talk a little bit more, but that's Chansey. Health, special defense, and this one special attack, so it hits hard, it tanks hard, and above all, it hurts. In game, on the other hand, it is possibly one of the biggest wastes of time. It's too slow, way too TM reliant. I mean, you're at least looking at 2 good attacking TMs to make it valuable. Doesn't mean it's unusable, it's just, it's kind of like Gengar with more of a handicap, because at least with Gengar I get an immunity to normal. Its defense stat isn't total garbage, which, it's pretty garbage, but it's not Chansey garbage. Here's a Rhyhorn. I'll try and catch that. Nope. Come on, I need a Zapdos counter. But, so, yeah, I wouldn't recommend Chansey. Now, we have 2 other normal types. We have Kangaskhan. We've seen it from Giovanni, so obviously it has to be somewhat decent, right? Well, it is good. It learns some valuable moves. It hits hard. It has a decent speed tier. So above all, there's some better normal types. I'd recommend Snorlax over it. I'd recommend even Persian if you're playing blue. But other than that, it kind of just gets stuck in about 4th or 5th place, and that's not what you want to be with a normal type, because normal types are a dime a dozen in this game and in other games, so it's not very useful, so to say. So there's also one last Pokemon, and this will be my, I'm just checking real quick for hidden items. This will actually be my, and that's it. Okay, so I cleared this path. I'm going to run out, and I'm going to go back around and go a different path. I think there's another thing to do. And also, the last team member I get, I just remembered actually, I won't be able to easily get it until I get Surf, which involves, guess what? Beating Koga, which, what can I do? So, next we have Tauros. This is my planned team member. It hits like a truck. It is possibly the one thing in red, blue, and yellow metagame that could topple anyone if they're unprepared. It hits hard. Its speed is great. Gets a lot of crits. If their team is worn down and this is your last Pokemon, it can very well just turn the tides of the game. It's the only thing that's a little let down in game. Competitively, I rarely build a team without it. It's just that good. I really enjoy using it. But in regards to in-game, it's a little rougher around the edges because it can at this point, you probably already have the body slam used, and I got Kangaskhan. Woo. But it's pretty much gonna miss the body slam TM, which is really annoying. Like, it really is, because body slam is really good. But in my opinion, it doesn't need it for in-game. I mean, in-game is easy enough. I mean, you could sweep this whole entire game with a freaking Rattata. So, but it's good. It's a great physical attacker. I'm gonna be truthful here. The only reason I'm picking it up is because there's an Alakazam waiting for me in the Elite Four somewhere. And that's my main counter to it, because I didn't want to pick up a Snorlax. There you go. I mean, I could use Dugtrio. I mean, it is a thing, but Dugtrio, it won't kill it. So, I just want to go down right away, so I can explore that. I'll catch a Rhyhorn. But that's all the Pokemon you can catch here. I'll talk about Venomoth a little bit, because I don't think I gave him enough. A bug poison type. It's probably the only bug that isn't total garbage, but it's still pretty bad, because one, that poison does not help it. It really doesn't. And two, the poison doesn't help it. Like, maybe if it was just a bug type, it would do decent. Yeah, there's the item I can't get. I thought there was an item here. I was wrong. Yeah, we could still make it to something. So I guess we just need Surf for the rest of them. I guess. But its saving grace is that it's able to learn Psychic, so if you're willing to indulge in that, it's Zone Exploration Campaign, the Search for the Secret House. Yeah. So that was the campaign I was talking about last part, which we already took part in. Oh, here we are. Max Revive, those are valuable. That looks like a hidden item. Nope, I was wrong. So, it's actually kind of weird, but we're almost done with this. So, next time we'll be taking on the rest of Route 12. No, we won't. I lied, we'll be taking on the Fuchsia Gym. And then we will be heading to Route 12 after we catch a Tauros for our team, because actually, unless I get it right here. Venom, I'll catch that. I will totally catch that. Actually, I'm tempted to like just sit here and grind out, like do save and resets to get a Tauros earlier, because I remembered being able to get it early. There we go, Venom. But I don't know why I forgot I needed Surf to use a couple shortcuts to get here within 400 steps. I mean, I can get here with about 200 left, if I remember correctly, so maybe, and yeah, I could always do the little thing where you tap it slightly and you'll end up, getting one of that, I just tried to do it and failed, so obviously I don't have patience for it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna let the timer run out. If I come across a Tauros, I will try and catch it, of course. I know it appears in Area 2 or 3 1% of the time, and Area 4. Area 1 and 2, 1 or 2, I think it's 2, 1%, and then 3, 5% of the time. I don't know why I thought there was 4 areas. Maybe because I'm not counting the central area, but still no excuse. Alright, well, I think that I'm just going to use up my time. We've explored this. Next time we'll either start off next to a Tauros or not. But if not, you know what we're going to be doing. Till then.